Hi, everybody. Welcome back to episode 2 of my brand new vlog, Holistic Alzheimer's Prevention Program. My name is Dr. Becky, and I am here. First of all, I need to tell you that I am a retired functional medicine practitioner, not in practice anymore. However, I made a commitment to myself to do this vlog for a couple of reasons, but the biggest primary reason is that my mother and my father both died of Alzheimer's disease well before their time, especially my mother. And I knew watching my parents pass away from this horrid disease, I didn't want to go out like that. So I did a whole lot of digging and a whole lot of research to find out, is there anything you can really do to be proactive to keep the brain healthy and vibrant and strong, rather than wait for a diagnosis to be rendered and then try to play catch up. Because when my mother was diagnosed and then passed away, nobody in any healthcare realm was talking about prevention protocols to keep the brain healthy. After she passed away, that's when Dr. Dale Bredesen and some other incredible doctors started coming up with some prevention protocols to help protect the brain. And so that's really why I'm here. And on the first vlog, I talked about some specific foods that have been scientifically shown to improve cognitive function and help the brain function optimally. So in today's vlog, I just want to talk about exercise. And I want to talk about exercise because if you're like me just a few years ago, I thought about exercise as it relates to physical fitness. I thought, oh, people exercised because they want to become fit. Oh, people exercise because they want to improve cardiac function. But I sure didn't think that people exercised because they wanted to improve brain function. But the great news is that there is lots of research out there now talking about specific types of exercises that actually improve cognitive function. And I don't know if you can tell by looking at this video right now, I just got done with my what I call my evening constitutional. Every evening after dinner, I like to take a power walk. And I take the power walk because there's several different types of exercise that improve brain health. But the type of walking that I do when I do my power walks, it's to implement something that's known as dual task exercises. And a dual task exercise is a form of exercise that's great for physical fitness, but it's also incredible for brain health. And the reason that dual task exercising is so important is because, as the name implies, with dual task, the brain is doing multiple things at one time. So with the dual task, if you're taking a walk outside in nature, the body is focused on walking and putting one foot in front of the other, but the brain is focused on, as we're walking outside in nature, the eyes are just kind of focusing on what's in front of me. So we're looking around to see, are there any dips, turns, divots in the road, in the path that we're on that could cause problems? And if so, we've got to pivot to avoid any of the pitfalls. But not only is that, but then our ears are also functioning. We're listening to the sounds, whether it's the sounds of birds chirping, whether it's the sounds of cars coming up behind us, whether it's the sound of a siren off in a distance. But there are things in the hearing mode that's also triggering our brain. So we're using our eyes to navigate the horizon. We're using our legs to navigate proprioception, and we're using our ears again just to navigate the sound so that we can be alert to what's going on around us. So if you have a family risk of Alzheimer's disease, meaning you had a parent or a sibling or an aunt or a grandparent that was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Of course, having familial bloodline with Alzheimer's disease is going to increase your risk. Now, of course, it doesn't mean you're going to get the disease, because there are many things that you can do proactively to minimize those risks. And again, that's the whole purpose for this vlog, is I'm going to come on with some tips and tricks that you can implement right now with no fancy gizmos, no fancy gadgets, just things that you can do to tweak your lifestyle just a bit so that you can improve your brain to minimize the risk, or if you're lucky enough, prevent getting Alzheimer's from ever starting in the first place. So my tip for today is, again, dual task exercises. Walking outside in nature is an incredible form of dual task exercising. Another great form of dual task exercising is dancing. And again, for many of the same reasons I talked about walking outside in nature. Because if you're dancing, you're focused on what your legs are doing to keep the beat. But again, your ears are listening to the sound of the music to help you to know how to keep the beat. And your brain is also counting to make sure you're doing the steps right. 1, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3, turn. So, if for some reason walking out in nature isn't something that gives you joy, or because of where you live it's difficult, then I would encourage you to do dancing, even if it's in your own home. Turn on your favorite music, whatever kind of music that is, and just start dancing around your living room. That, again, anything you can do to do a dual task type of exercise is going to not only make your body physically healthier, but it's also going to make that brain mentally healthier, reducing your risk of ever getting Alzheimer's in the first place. So I hope that this tip was helpful to you. And my ask is that you please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you've got any family or friends that you know are concerned about Alzheimer's disease, please share this information with them, because together we can do the things we need to do to save our brain. So until next time, thank you so much for tuning in.